Welcome to the College of Alberta Psychologists Continuing Competence Program. For the remainder of this presentation, we will refer to the College of Alberta Psychologists as CAP and to the Continuing Competence Program as CCP. We developed this video to provide helpful information about the role and design of the CCP so that our regulated members are aware of the annual requirements for the profession. The information contained in this video is from the CAP CCP Member Guide. Note that this program guide, along with additional resources such as FAQs and technical how-tos, can be found on the Continuing Competence page on the CAP website located at www.cap.ab.ca. CAP's CCP is designed to meet Section 50 of the Health Professions Act regarding continuing competence for all regulated health professions in Alberta. The program contributes to public protection by helping ensure the public receives safe, ethical, and competent professional services from our regulated members. The CCP also elevates the profession's reputation by promoting the pursuit of excellence in professional practice. When designing the program, efforts were made to ensure the program was both practical and flexible for all, meaning for our members, our administrative staff, and also for those who will participate in the professional review process. This program formalizes and complements the profession's commitment to continuous learning and ultimately public protection in the delivery of safe and ethical psychological service. CAP defines competence as a multidimensional construct that is generally considered to be comprised of the following components: knowledge, skill, judgment, and diligence. In regard to knowledge, psychologists are to maintain and ensure the accuracy and currency of the scientific theories and evidence relevant to their practice. Moving to the concept of skill, psychologists monitor their ability to effectively apply scientific theories and methods in their practice. Judgment is defined as psychologists applying their knowledge, skills, and experience in a way that is also informed by professional standards, laws, and ethical principles. Lastly, diligence means that psychologists carefully and persistently attend to their knowledge, skills, and judgment as applied in professional activities, being careful to prioritize the client's needs. This color diagram depicts CAP's CCP 4 core continuing competence areas. In total, members will complete a minimum of 24 required hours and participate in 3 wellness activities. Let's break this down further. Starting at the top right corner of the diagram, members are to complete a minimum of 8 hours in scientifically supported professional practice. The focus of this area is to ensure members acquire and maintain their theoretical and scientific knowledge base appropriate for their professional activities. Please refer to the CAP CCP Member Guide for examples of activities that fit in this area. Next, members are to complete a minimum of 8 hours in the activities related to furthering their knowledge and application of ethics and jurisprudence. The focus of this area is to ensure psychologists acquire and maintain their knowledge of the professional code of ethics, standards of practice, practice guidelines and alerts, case law, and legislation relevant to their practice. In the area titled Professional Engagement, members are to complete a minimum of 8 hours connecting with other psychologists on a routine basis to foster and instill a commitment to both the profession and the practice of psychology. This may involve being a member of a professional association, volunteering with the regulatory body, and many other activities. Again, please see the CAP CCP Member Guide for examples. The remaining quadrant addresses wellness. The intention of this area is to ensure psychologists actively engage in activities that promote professional well-being. For this area, members will identify and participate in 3 wellness activities as part of their continuing competence program. In summary, members are to complete a minimum of 24 required hours and participate in 3 wellness activities annually. There are 3 explicit steps to participating in CAP's CCP. Each step was developed to answer a question that would move a person logically through the CCP process. In step 1, members describe their practice and fill in fields related to the branch of psychology, professional activities, practice context, and client focus. In step 2, members write personalized SMART objectives across the 4 core categories of continuing competence. And finally, in step 3, members record and evaluate their CCP activities. Members are encouraged to keep their practice profile, goals, and CCP activity records up to date throughout the year. They are also encouraged to plan their CCP activities in advance of each practice permit renewal cycle. Administratively, the CCP directly aligns with the practice permit year, starting April 1st and finishing March 31st. At their first practice permit renewal, members must complete steps 1 and 2 prior to receiving their practice permit. For all subsequent practice permit renewal years, members must complete steps 1, 2, and 3. All regulated members are required to participate in CAP's CCP. This applies to fully registered psychologists, registered provisional psychologists, and members who may hold registrations in more than one profession and/or who are registered in other jurisdictions. Exemptions to participating in the CCP is limited to those on the courtesy registrar, those who are on parental leave, and those who received approval from the registrar directly. CCP audits are conducted annually to confirm member engagement and may consist of a computer, administrative, and/or professional review of the member profile. Each year, psychologists will be required to submit a declaration of program participation as part of their annual practice permit renewal. A percentage of these CCP profiles will be selected for review as a result of random selection, a late or incomplete submission, or a request from the complaints director. As part of the audit, a psychologist may be asked for clarification, supporting documents, and/or enhancements or revisions to their CCP profile. When the audit is complete, psychologists will be notified and receive feedback on their continuing competence profiles, including further instructions if required. Thank you for watching this presentation on the College of Alberta Psychologists Continuing Competence Program. If you have questions, please refer to the CAP website for additional information and resources.